So this is the cauldron. We call them a cauldron for storing water. There used to be 308 such cauldrons in the Forbidden City, but now there are only 231 left. Do you know what is the purpose? Why they put so many cauldrons in the Forbidden City? Why? Storing water for cooking, for drinking, not for drinking, for storing water against fire, because most of the buildings in the Forbidden City are made of wood, so they are highly susceptible to catching the fire.
They have fires very often.
Very often.
Oh, really?
Because they're all made of wood, and those lightning caused a lot of fire. In total, there were around 90 major fires broke out in the Forbidden City in its history. A lot of buildings were destroyed, even more than one or twice in their history. A lot of buildings were rebuilt in their history, and so this one made of iron. Most of the cauldrons are made of iron, and based on the inscription on the surface of this cauldron, which was made in the Ming Dynasty, 弘治4年. 弘治 is the reign title of that emperor, the 4th year of that emperor. So that means this cauldron was made in the year of 1491, made it the oldest cauldron in the Forbidden City. 1491. And there's an air hole underneath the cauldron where they used to set up the fire during the winter time, to keep the water inside the cauldron from freezing. And also to put a big blanket on it. But they didn't work very well. So the lightning caused the fires on the top of the building. Nobody can lift up this huge cauldron up to the top of the building. And that's why a lot of buildings were destroyed many times in their history.
When was the last major fire in the Forbidden City was?
Good question. The last major fire was taking place at the end of the Ming Dynasty in 1644. So when there's a popular uprising army, they attacked the Forbidden City and forced the emperor to commit a suicide. And then they occupied the Forbidden City for 28 days. And then those Manchurian people, the other 10 emperors, they came into the Forbidden City and defeated those peasant uprising army. They stationed here for only 28 days. So before they left, they set up a huge fire. So a lot of buildings were destroyed or seriously damaged by that man-made fire in 1644. So here, along the central axis, now we are seeing the number 6, the most important building in the Forbidden City, Hall of Supreme Harmony, as well as the highest building in the Forbidden City in the past, 35 plus meters high. And this is the founder of the Forbidden City back to 1420. And I see more. Those are mythical figures sitting on the eaves of the building. 11 is the maximum of those mythical figures. And the lower ranking building with a few animals, like the other buildings are surrounded by, they either have like 8 or 7 or 6. And this is the only building in China have which bears 11 mythical figures. And the first one is a man or immortal riding on a rooster, and followed by the dragon, lion, phoenix, seahorse, heavenly horse, 酸泥亚鱼血之斗牛行尸. The other all the mythical animals, none of them is real. They were doing some duties of warding off the evil spirit of the building, bring the good luck, auspiciousness to the emperor's residence, as well as protect the buildings from catching fire. Apparently, they didn't work very well. No. The original building was built in 1420, and the original version was struck down only 100 days after its completion. The current building was rebuilt in 1695, the 5th version in its history, 1695.
What's the lion called? The mythical lion called again? That one, yeah.
Yeah, the lion.
Has a really big head, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
狮子. But which has nothing to do with a real lion.
Yeah.
Totally different. That's an image originated from the Buddhist belief.